One of the things to keep in mind when doing research with any database, really, although here we're using ProQuest, is that whenever you click cite, the citation that's generated is made by a computer, right? It's a program, it's an algorithm. It's not a person working at ProQuest typing out the citation for you. And so as a result of that, the citations that are produced are often incorrect. There are glitches, the computer misparses which term goes into which field, and so on. And so it's really important to check the citation information before you put it into your document. So you would not want to copy this directly into the document that you're citing it in. First of all, this is just a sort of sidebar. You should always make sure that the formatting is the same whether you're copying something in from a citation generator or typing it out. And that means the same font color, the same font size, right? So you want this to be in black because that's what color the documents are printed in, and in Times New Roman or whatever you're doing. That just makes it look more professional. However, there are also mistakes in terms of the actual information that's provided in this citation. Just to familiarize yourself with the format for citing newspaper articles or magazine articles through online databases, I really encourage you to look at the Purdue Online Writing Lab's excellent series of web pages about how to cite different things. And they have lots of information about the MLA style, the Chicago style, the APA style, and a few others. It's a really, really valuable resource. If you haven't used it already, you should start now. It's really useful. And it provides information on what you should be looking for. And so in this case, this newspaper article here from the New York Times should follow this format: author last name, author first name, period, article title in quotation marks, and so on. And then because it's in a database, that entire citation should be given, and then an additional citation should be given at the end, which refers to what is known as the container, the sort of database that holds the article that you're citing. And information on that is in the electronic sources page for the MLA style. And here, if you scroll down, you will see an article in an online database like ProQuest. And so in this case, you cite the article exactly as you would if you looked at it in print. Right? So you follow this article in a newspaper format, and then after you get to the end of that citation, you put the container, which is the name of the subscription service, so in this case it would be ProQuest, and the URL or DOI, and the access date if you wish. Right, so that's what the citation should look like. In this case, the automatic citation that's generated by ProQuest misses some of those things. And in particular, it misses the author's last name and first name. So in this case, it presents the author's name in a really weird way, comma, and Philip H. Doherty. Right? But following this format, you will know that the last name should be first, and then a comma, and then the first name. And so in this case, this is incorrect. And instead it should say Doherty, comma, Philip H, period. And the and the comma here are not necessary. Right? So this is what I mean by it's important to review the citations before you present them. And I would say most other professors who will be looking at your scholarship in the field of history or other humanities disciplines, really, we do not like to see sloppy citations that are copied in from ProQuest without any review of whether the citation is actually accurate. Right? And so if the author's name is given incorrectly, right, that's a pretty big mistake. And so it's really important to just review those before you copy them in. And even ProQuest itself says consult the style guidelines to check accuracy and completeness. So ProQuest is acknowledging that these are often inaccurate. And it's really important to review those before you submit a paper.